guys! In science today, our main goal is to learn these three new science terms: solute, solvent, and extract. I'm going to start giving you a scenario to help you understand what these different science terms mean. So let's say that I wanted to make a beautiful cup of peppermint tea. Maybe you like a different kind of tea, or maybe tea is not your thing, but you've seen mom or dad drinking tea in the morning. Okay, so this is my hot cup of peppermint tea. I'm going to go ahead and label it. And tea is a really great example of an extract. And we get an extract by taking the flavors of something like a tea leaf. I'll say peppermint leaf, which if you've ever seen, a little peppermint plant, you literally would just take the leaf of the peppermint plant, dry it and crush it and sprinkle it into hot water. And that's how you get peppermint tea. So that's our example of the extract. And then what are the solute and the solvent? Well, the solute is the thing that you put into the solvent. So the solute would be the crushed up peppermint leaves, or you might commonly think of them as your tea bag, right? And what do we put the tea bag into? We put the tea bag into, I'm going to draw a pitcher of boiling water. This is what my electric kettle kind of looks like at home. Not sure what you have at home. Sorry, maybe that's confusing. I'll do bubbles instead so that it's bubbling water, right? It's hot. And I'll label it H2O. So the solvent in this situation is the thing that pulls apart the solute. The solvent is water. I add hot water to my mug, and then I dip my peppermint leaves, my solute, my tea bag, into that hot water, and that water instantly does what the Mickey Mouse molecule, the water molecule, does best, and it starts pulling apart those tiny peppermint particles until they're redistributed evenly throughout the water, giving me an extract, right? It gives me that flavor of peppermint. Other examples of an extract might be, if I wanted a stronger peppermint flavor, I might take this peppermint tea right here, and I might say, I don't want it to be so watery. I want a strong peppermint flavor in my peppermint cookies that I'm going to make, but I don't want them to be all watery. How can I get just the peppermint flavor without chunks and bits of peppermint leaves and without the wateriness of the tea? I would dump my mug of tea into a pot that I put on the stove, right? And then I would start to boil that tea until all of the water had evaporated. So all the water goes away. The solvent goes away. And what's left behind? The solute. Now remember, I wouldn't expect to see at the bottom of the pot little flakes and chunks of peppermint leaves, because the water doesn't actually work like a knife chopping up those leaves into tiny pieces. This is way on a way smaller level, on the molecular level, past what you can even see. So what I might see in the bottom of the pan, rather than little chunks and flakes, it might be something smaller, something like silt or fine grains of sand there at the bottom. And then what I do is I scoop those up, and I add something called ethanol. You may not have heard of ethanol, but you've probably heard of its common name, alcohol. Now again, this isn't something that you drink as a beverage. That's different. Think more like rubbing alcohol. Sorry guys, that got cut off, so we're going to backtrack a little bit. So ethanol, think of it as rubbing alcohol, but a different concentration so that it's safe to use in cooking. Because one of the properties of ethanol is that when you add heat to it, it evaporates quickly and it bakes away. So when we use our peppermint extract, which is the peppermint solute mixed with ethanol in our baking for like peppermint cookies or whatever, when I bake those cookies, all the ethanol bakes away and evaporates away so that it's not left in the cookie to have an alcohol taste. That would taste bad. If you haven't heard of peppermint extract, perhaps you have heard of vanilla extract. That's a very common one from the vanilla bean. All right, guys, I hope that was clear. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And then when you're ready, there's a part 2 that's going to take you through pages 1 and 2 in the packet. Thanks, guys.